What's going on, YouTube? Brought the 110 down in the shop today. Figured I'd do an install video on this Faster Minis bump start. I know there's a couple manufacturers that make these little parts, but the install should be straightforward and pretty much the same for both. Gonna start off by taking a 10mm and just getting these two bolts here and popping your seat off. So once you have your seat off, we're gonna take a 8mm here and here, and we'll pull this shroud and number plate off and get access to where we need. So once you have those loose, you'll slowly pull back here, and you'll feel this plastic piece start to pull, and then we'll have access to what we need right here. Now we'll go ahead and pull the shroud out of the way, and we'll take a Phillips or 8mm, and we'll take the battery terminals off, just because we are messing with the wiring on the bike. And yeah, the negative's there. It's pretty easy to get, but you'll have to remove this wiring harness right here, or connectors, and you'll have access to the positive right there. So what we're going to do is follow this wire up here, back there, down to the bottom of this cover, and pull the cover back, and that's what we're going to be looking for right there. And we'll be able to just pull those apart. Wasn't able to get it done one-handed, but just for reference, this is how these come apart. So now we're just going to start feeding this back through and pulling on this end so we can take this assembly out. So after a little bit of fighting with it and just feeding it through and kind of pulling with it through this end, I was able to get it back through where these were tucked away. And now we're just going to go ahead and take the sprocket cover off. Your stock one should be a 10mm on both sides, and we'll have access to this piece. Now once your sprocket guard's out of the way, we're going to take a 10mm, we'll pop this up. Now there is a O-ring here on this piece. I'm going to end up taking a pick and just taking it off and then applying it on the new one here. Now that the O-ring's back on, just pop her back in place of the old one and snug it down. Now that that's all snugged up, I'm going to take the ground wire they provided us in the kit, plug it back into where we disconnected the first wire, and I'll show you where to ground it. Once we have it plugged back in like so, we're going to take this, we're going to feed it through the other end of this cover out to this end. I'm going to end up taking this off and grounding it. So now that the wire's fed back through like so, we're going to end up taking this off to 10mm. And what I like to do when I'm grounding anything, just take a little wire brush and we'll clean up the surface where it's going to be grounded. Now that the surface area is all cleaned up, just add the little tab to the stack of wires there and just ground it there. Once that's done, we can go ahead and connect our battery again. Now the terminals are back on, you can go ahead and snug that wire loom back in there. And we'll go ahead and line these two pins up. There's that one down there. I'll line it up over here. And this top one will line up in that hole. You simply just snap it back on. Just like that. Now you can go back together with your two 8mm holding your plate and shroud on. If those are on, you can go back on with your seat. Slide it in place. So you got your seat on. Now we're over here looking good. Just want to double check. Make sure everything's all tight. And we'll see if she works. Put it in first gear. And yep, she works. That's all I got for this install. If this video helped you, I'd appreciate it if you dropped a like. Got some more stuff coming for this. Got one of the Faster Minis valve covers with their titanium bolts. Also got a nice pit bike track out back, and do some riding for you guys too if anybody's interested. Just let me know. Thanks for watching.